Welcome to my class student. It's class 8 English. It so happened we are doing chapter 1, how the camel got his hump, and the chapter is over. We will now do question answer of this, and this is session 3. In the story, what did you learn? You learned about this the thing that how did camel got his hump. There were 5 characters. 4 animals: horse, dog, ox and camel, 1 jinn and 1 man. So 3 of the animals, the horse, dog and the ox, loved work and they did work for the man. But the camel was very lazy. He didn't want to work. He didn't want to go out of the desert. So jinn, who was the master of all desert, he said the camel, "Ki, I would help you and you go out and do work." So what happened? He just gave him a hump as a helping tool, not as a hindrance to his daily activities. The camel went out, but he didn't learn how to behave, and 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, he didn't work anything, and he couldn't make up those 3 days work also. So we come to know about how did he got his hump. Now is the question and answer. Now first is comprehension check. What tasks do you think were assigned to the dog and the ox? The dog was assigned the task of fetching and carrying sticks, while the ox was assigned to task of plowing. Still they are doing the same thing. The task of fetching and carrying sticks, and the ox was assigned the task of plowing. Why did the camel live in the middle of the desert? The camel lived in the middle of the desert because it did not want to work. It ate sticks, thorns and prickles, and when anybody spoke to it, it said hum and nothing more. What made the dog, the horse and the ox very angry? The man told the dog, the horse and the ox that since the camel cannot work, he would leave it alone, and the 3 of them would have to work double time to make for the work not done by the camel. This made the 3 of them very angry. The same thing is written in the story. So in the same way you will have to write in the answer also. How did the jinn know the horse was complaining against the camel? The jinn knew that the horse was complaining against the camel because he was in charge of all deserts and knew about everything happening in relation to his deserts. So in this way the jinn came to know about this. Now second part, the camel was looking at his own reflection in the pool. What does it suggest to you about the camel? The camel looking at his own reflection in the pool shows that he was proud of his appearance, especially his back. He liked admiring himself. A person who is very proud of his or her appearance always looks in the mirror. You see, just to admire his or own self, his or own appearance. So the same way the camel always looks into the pool of water. The camel said hum repeatedly. How did it affect him? When the camel said hum repeatedly, despite the jinn's warning, his back puffed up into a big hum. Because he was not listening to anyone. Very arrogantly he used to answer only as hum. If someone asks you any question, you should answer properly at least. But he always uttered one word only, hum. It made everyone very irritated, and the jinn was also very irritated. So what did he do? He just gifted him a big lump, and that we call as a hump. What, according to the jinn, was the use of the hump? According to the jinn, the hump was useful for storing his food and using it during continuous work for many days. Why the camel had to do continuous work? Because since Monday he didn't work. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days work he had to complete. Continuously he had to do. So he might not get the time for eating. That's why that hump will help him to store his food. He will not feel hungry because he can store his food in his hump. He has never yet learned to behave. In the light of this, what is the writer's opinion about the camel? According to the writer, the camel is still a very lazy animal that is unwilling to work. After he got the hump, the jinn asked him to go out of the desert to help the other 3 animals. It seems that the camel still did not behave himself and worked lazily in the desert itself. See how slowly camels move. They always love to sit quietly and chewing cud, and from their face only they don't look active. See, dog, horse, ox, they always do hard work, but the camel doesn't like to work. If you go to beaches, if you go to desert, you will see camel like a lazy animal. So till now he hasn't learned how to behave. It is for this reason that he was still unable to complete the pending work of those 3 missed days, and he continued carrying the hump and living in the desert. So, what have we learned? We have done the comprehension check questions of this chapter. We have learned all the answers that is given here. Go through the answer, learn it, write it, and say this again and again, write it again and again, so that you will be perfect in writing the answer. In the next class, we will do some new chapter. Till then, goodbye and thank you.